back of D. If you doubted me, back in the back, back in the back, back in the back, back in the back. Who on Barbie D? Who on Barbie D? Everybody who you gotta see. Honestly, on my odyssey, I'm the fantasy. I don't even know how to speak. Had to back and relax.
Hey guys, it's Javi and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have this beautiful plethora of food in front of me. Okay, plethora is too large a word for this. I have this beautiful bouquet. I'm trying to be fancy, if you can say. Yeah, I'm clearly doing another mukbang, as you can tell by the title of this video, and me having food in front of me. Yeah. So, I just thought that I was gonna do this mukbang. There's no other way than to do it than the iconic way. JOLLIBEE style. On my kitchen floor. So that's what I'm doing. But anyway, so yes, I have JOLLIBEE. I'm eating JOLLIBEE today. I really do love JOLLIBEE. I used to work in a store, I will not name it, in the plaza where that JOLLIBEE was, so I used to have it so often. And that was one good month of my life, for one reason. I got pineapple juice to drink. I don't like pineapple juice, but JOLLIBEE's pineapple juice is bomb. For my meal, I got burger steak, which I really love, nobody judge me. I got burger steak, chicken, some steamed rice with the gravy, and for dessert, baby, I got a peach mango pie. Never tried the peach mango pie before, because it never seems, and I never thought I was gonna like it. But, yeah. All in all, I think I spent $15.78. So that's that. We'll put this up here. Okay, so now that that's all done, let's get this stuff on the road. Yeah, so you can see here, this is the burger steak. It's basically burger patties. I'm sure half of you have had a JOLLIBEE by now. Have had JOLLIBEE by now. This burger steak is like 2 patties mixed with some gravy and mushrooms. I got a chicken drumstick. Yeah. Most people who know me, I actually don't really like, I do not like, I don't eat chicken to the bone. People tend to make fun of me when it comes to me eating chicken and whatnot, because they're like, well, why do you eat chicken like that? You're not eating it into the bone. You're not black. Yeah. I'm full. I don't want it. It's gross. Like, honestly, some people really dig into me about it. And that's exactly why I kind of don't eat chicken. Like, I went through this whole debate in the beginning of the year, even, like, throughout a lot of my life, too. Because especially when I was younger, I would always be like, hey, like, oh, can I, like, if we went to a place to get wings, I'd be like, okay, can I get boneless wings? They're like, well, what are boneless wings? Boneless wings aren't wings. Those are just chicken nuggets. Listen, you say potato, I say potato. Boneless, I don't know why people think that boneless chicken wings don't count as chicken wings. I kind of think they do. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why it needs to irritate people so much. Oh, my phone's all the way over there. How can I get it though? It's been so long since I had JOLLIBEE. Amen. Sorry. I'm not even gonna front. It's kind of cold now, but it's so good. I'm like a really weird eater. Like, a very weird eater. Like, when I was younger, I was never formally trained to eat with a knife and fork. So, it kind of is just what it is. I learned, okay, so how I learned, I used to watch, my grandfather used to come over and he would eat, like, my mom would make salmon or steak or whatever, and she would always make something completely different from what we were eating. And that was the joke, because realistically, you come to a Jamaican's house and we're having, like, frickin' oxtail or something, and then he comes over and he's having, like, steak or salmon or... It's either steak or salmon. It's really just one of those two. There's not really much. Ignore the background noise. I too. So I would just watch him. I'd watch him eat. Eventually I learned how to do it. That's why I learned how to do every other thing in my life. Yeah. You just watch and learn. So, I would, like I said, because I was not formally trained on the actual situation itself, like, some people will look at me and be like, you're not eating properly, and you're not, I'm like, listen, there's no proper way to eat. It goes in my mouth. I don't understand what the problem is. Like, is it bothering you? Long story short, food is food. This food is good food. But it should not really irritate people how eating is. Like, yes, you can say there's a proper way to eat using specific utensils. Like, there's a proper way to use chopsticks, realistically. But you're not going to sit here and say, you know, you're eating wrong. It just doesn't make any sense. Oh. Yeah. There's that. Oh. One of the things I want to talk about in this video, and here comes my dog. Here comes my dog. I had put, not a poll, but an ask me questions on Instagram. Ask me your relationship questions, because I feel like, as of recently, a lot of people I know have been going through issues in relationships, or with people that they like, or the cases. Like, I know what I go through. I don't know what people go through. But people do too much. That is all I can say. So that's kind of where the topic of this video is going to be going today. Yeah, so relationships. So there's people out there who don't know how to function without being in a relationship. I understand that, because sometimes you're so used to it, or it comes so natural to you, that you always need to have someone around you to make you feel that same feeling that you had from before. What I keep trying to explain to people is that no matter, you could date 60,000 guys in the world, or 60,000 girls in the world. They're not everyone is going to give you that same feeling that the other did, because they all possess different qualities. I don't consider myself one of those people. Like, I clearly know how to function without being in a relationship. I've been single for, like, freaking forever. But, yeah, it feels like forever. For me. Well, who cares? I'm focused on getting my money, fulfilling my dream, doing what I gotta do to make myself happy. And so, relationship is virtually the least of my worries right now. But at the same time, wanting one is not bad. But you have to remember, prioritize your life over love. And that's what I always try to explain. Because your life has a funny way of doing things and making things work out for you. So if you constantly remember to prioritize life over love, you're going to feel everything you need to feel, essentially. Because if you're sitting here constantly, yes, you're dating someone, but if you're dating this person and now you're constantly thinking about your self-esteem, and you're thinking about this, and you're thinking about that, and you're thinking about this, and you're constantly thinking about them, but you're not fulfilling yourself, and you're not doing anything for yourself to make yourself feel any better, that's not, where does that leave you? And that's what you always have to remember. Like, where does it leave you? Where does it really bring you in your life? If you're sitting here constantly talking about your man, and your man doing this, and your man thinking about this, or what your titles are, or how long you guys have been talking, or if you guys are in the talking stage, or are you guys boyfriend or girlfriend, are you dating, were you chopping, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but too many people are worried about those things. And I'm like, those are the least of your worries. Honestly, they're the true and honest least of your worries, because if you, being in this relationship, are spending more time thinking about the relationship, and people, like, I get it, people come up with those, I'll say excuses, because they really don't, add up to anything. Like, people will sit here and be like, oh, you know, the reason I invest so much time is because I want us to work. If you want yourselves to work that bad, clearly that's something that you guys have to work on together. Because one person can't make the other person change. I keep telling people that you're not babysitting. This is not a child. This is a relationship. If you want to refer to your relationship as the child, that is beautiful. Because your child, then the relationship, aka, can grow. But if you're looking at it like, you know, I can change you, and I can make you better, and I can do this, and I can do that, it's not going to go anywhere. As my mom always says, you have to bend the tree from its young. And basically that saying just means when the tree becomes a full-grown adult tree with this big old nutty trunk that squirrels are now living in the middle of the hole, you see owls standing on the branches, and you know what I'm saying? Once that happens, you can't do anything to the tree. You can't decide that you want to bend it to go this way, or you want to curve it to go that way, or you want to make it straight. If you let the tree grow whichever way it grows, and expect to try to change it years later, it doesn't work. Especially because, like, I'm not really talking about anyone specific, I'm just talking about these situations because I feel like they're just so common nowadays. Especially, I don't know if it's in 2019, where people are constantly talking about, oh, you know, I'm just on myself. I'm like, no, you're really not. You're not. There's so many different things, like in pet peeves, and when it comes to people and their personal identity that makes it hard to be yourself, whether it be in a relationship or whether it be just you one-on-one with yourself. Like simple things like you being afraid to post on social media. You being afraid to post, that is one thing. But at the end of the day, you are who you are. Regardless of if this person sees you or that person sees you, do what you're doing. Because it'll benefit you. Like, there are people who are out there who talk about all these relationship issues. When I tell you, a bag of relationship issues. And they don't even know the first thing that it comes to putting work into the relationship. And I keep telling people that the only thing that matters is how you are feeling and how you're bringing yourself forward. If in a relationship you're constantly saying, oh, you know, I'm a giver, and I have a big heart, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. Like, at what point are you going to say, you know what, my heart is way too big, let me go somewhere where my heart can fit? Very, very, very simple. I have dealt with a lot in my own personal life, and rather than sitting here and letting it dishearten me or make me feel, you know, hey, I went through this and now I'm gonna feel this way and I'm allowed to feel this way because this happened. No, you're not, bitch. You're not allowed to feel that way, because once you start feeling that way, you start making it brings a gateway of excuses into your life. Now suddenly this happens and, you know, I'm allowed to feel that way because of this and that. Like, I get it. Traumatic situations can change a human being, but don't sit there and let those traumatic situations completely shift your life form. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know so many people that are out here and they're like, oh, this happened to me when I was younger, so this is why I focus in this, and I do that, and I do this, and I do that. I'm like, okay, that's very nice. But at what point are you going to stop? So what's the next traumatic life situation that's going to happen to you? And what's the next traumatic life situation that's going to happen to you? And what is the result of that? If you let one thing in your past be the result of how you act in your future, you're not stemming. Yesterday I had a personal conversation with someone at work because of what a situation went on. And I said to that person, I said, well, you made this person feel this type of way. And that person then responded to me and said, you know, I don't get that and I don't believe that. I'm not taking that because, you know, I don't see how I made them feel that. It's not about what you see. It's not. It's truly not about what you see. It's how you make people feel. The second that you say that the second that you can acknowledge that you have made this person feel this way and you didn't intend to, there was something wrong, because they found something in what happened to feel offended by. And it took a lot of time to try to get through to that person, because it's not easy. But basically basically what I'm saying in general is just the fact that you need to invest into yourself before you're able to invest in someone else. And it took me a very, very, very long time to know that. I used to run, skip, hop, and jump looking for relationships. Or wanting to make something work, wanting to make something out of nothing. Thinking that I can change human beings. Thinking that, you know, if I stick around long enough, this person will eventually see my worth, or whatever the case is. And then it took me, I'm getting emotional. Me thinking that these people are going to see my worth because I'm just too good for this. And I would sit there and I'd be the same basic ass person posting on social media when I didn't feel good and be like, if only this and 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 this. But I didn't realize how much it was really distracting from my personal life until I stepped out of how I was feeling. And I put my phone down and I stopped putting all these subliminal messages up, sub-tweets, sub-snaps, sub-Instagram stories about this person, or even just relationship goals, or I wish this could happen, or if only this person, just to try to make someone, we try to manipulate people. We try to make people say, okay, maybe if I do this, this person kind of gonna understand my worth. I was there for this person when this person wasn't. I was there for you when your girlfriend wasn't. I was there for you when your boyfriend wasn't. And you want them to see that inside of you, but them seeing the good in you does not make them love the good in you. And it took a very, very long time for me to know that. Because at the end of the day, if I hadn't gotten that memo, I wouldn't be where I am today. Granted, I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like it's this lavish life that I'm living and I'm 20 steps ahead. But I am definitely a good foot ahead of where I was last year, last night, last month, last week. Even 20 minutes ago. Because every day that you are alive, every day that you wake up, it's a blessing, and you need to remember that if you sit there worrying about, hey, well, this person made me feel this way, and I'm just going to let that impact my whole day, and I don't feel like getting out of bed, and I don't want to do this, and it's hard for me to do that, and oh, I want to focus on my relationship. I'm like, well, like, your relationship is going to end crashing in flames. Because listen, I'm going to break it down to you this way. Every person is born into this world with baggage. Every person. When you're a child, it's your parents' baggage. When you get older, you have your own baggage. Then you worry about the baggage that you already had from before. Regardless of if it's your luggage, your suitcase, or whatnot, it's still baggage from the family that has affected you. You then enter a relationship with a person thinking that, that person is going to help clear your baggage. That's not clearing your baggage. You're just helping even out the load. You're just putting on that baggage onto someone else as they disperse it onto you. So you're carrying two separate loads, your own, because at the end of the day, that person will never understand fully and truly how you feel because they did not live those situations that you did. Or went through those, they hadn't gone through those same situations that you have. So they're never going to understand. But now you think because you're in a relationship, you're going to deal half of your baggage to this person. They're going to help you carry the weight. That person's going to do the same to you. That's not how it works, sweetie. Because trust me, one simple sentence, one little word can claim that baggage right back. Well, relax yourself because you don't even know anyway. And you weren't there, so you don't know. Little things like that can instigate a bigger issue. Which is why I say, if you're not stable in your heart, your soul, your tripe, if you're not stable inside internally, mentally, physically, you are not ready to be in a relationship. And I have to constantly remind myself of that. Sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I should take interest in this person, or this person likes me and I'll do it back. No. Because I have too much, when I tell you too much on my plate going on to be sitting here worried about my stuff, and I don't like telling people my problems. So on top of it, my significant other, my lover, my partner, whoever the case is, will be looking at me like, hey, why don't you tell me things? I don't want to tell you things because if I tell you things, you'll tell me things. I don't mind if you tell me things because I'll help you through your things, but you can't help me through mine. And it's very simple. You can try to coach me, but my brain is set up. So It is what it is. But all I can say is I wish the best for people in those situations. But this message is for really people like you guys, because the sooner that you always remember that, that's not saying break up with the person immediately. That's just kind of saying, hey, let me take a moment back to evaluate where my priorities lay here. Like, is my priority in this relationship with this person, or is my priority wanting to work on myself and become a better man, a better woman, a better father, a better brother, a better son, a better daughter, a better... You know what I mean? Anything is better than sitting there in a relationship assuming that the other person who shares the same love as what quote-unquote people want to say is the person who is going to help you through all of the issues that you decided to push upon your shoulders after when you were younger, or whenever the case was. So yum. But that's my point. I just don't want... I think the world can realize that realistically, the better it is for everyone. So, like, I will always sit here and use myself as that example, because I truly never knew what it was like to... when I tell you, our bitch is still on the journey to loving themselves. And this journey is not an easy one. Comes like journey to the center of the universe. But it's my universe. JOLLIBEE is so good for making like this little package deal, because I don't eat a lot of chicken. I really don't. But because if they gave me 2 pieces of chicken, like, that'd be too much wasting. Because I only eat the outside of the chicken. The second that I see a different color, and it's funny because this is a dark meat, so. Okay. This is exactly why people hate it. I can get further than this at times, but because it's dark meat, it's harder. Yeah. So there's that stuff. Let's try this peach mango pie. I don't even know, but that looks good. That's good. Damn it, I should have gotten a napkin before I sat down. Okay. Anyway. Y'all leave a comment down in the section below. What? Y'all leave a comment down below. Tell me what your stance is on personal mental health and bringing your baggage into relationships, and even share some of your stories and what you've gone through, because trust me, sis, I can help. I can help because I understand. And I'm not saying people can't help each other, but you always have to remember, help is not a solution. Help is a staircase to a better outcome. You see someone struggling with something that they're carrying, and you choose to help them. Yes, you're helping them, but the solution will fall to whatever happens. Because at some point, you know, after you let go of helping them, they still have to do whatever they were doing by themselves on their own. You're helping someone, someone looks like they can't manage the grocery bag, so you decide to help them bring them to the car. That's amazing. You think that's a solution, but it's not, because keep in mind, you helping that person to the car doesn't mean that you're going to help that person all the way home. Now that person gets home and needs to unpack these groceries from the bags, from the car, and has to bring them in themselves. So, that's why I don't say help is not the solution, but it's a staircase to a better, because you're still, once again, steps ahead of wherever you were before. But, yeah. It's, at the end of the day, it's just ultimately up to you and how you choose to live your life and do what you want to do and who you choose to bring with you in your life. But you always have to remember that the times that you are there focusing on other people and sitting there and posting these fake ass stories on your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, or whatever, your Snapchat, saying, oh, you know, I'm this and I'm that, and you know, I'm the loyalist person in the world. I'm like, no, listen. Live your life in secrecy and let people know what they need to know. That's what changed me. Before, I used to genuinely care about what everybody thought. I used to post, I used to delete things, or I used to post and delete. I used to look at my likes and my comments, and I used to look at the subscribers, and I used to look at, how many followers I have, or how much more popular can I be. But then I started realizing it's not the people who I don't see face to face. That's not the problem. My problem is the people I do face to face. I do see face to face. My friends, my family, the people who I bring around my inner circle who can tear my aura down. Me seeing a comment saying that you guys don't like my hat, or you think I act like this, or you think that this and that. Me don't give a blood clot. I really don't. I truly don't, and I will let everybody know that now. I do not care. If people comment nasty things down, that is beautiful. And I do truly feel for the people that, because not everybody has thick skin. I'm not saying I have thick skin, but I have sense. I have sense. And I choose not to let those things irritate me or bother me, because at the end of the day, your opinion is your opinion, and you can think that all you want, but I'm still funny, and I'm still cute, and I'm still living my life, eating my JOLLIBEE, going about my business, and making my money. You calling me a name over the internet or calling me a name in person, heckling all you want, is not going to bother me, because I'm only going to see you for that 30 seconds that you're bawling out my name. And at the end of the day, if I'm still that relevant to you that you want to say those things about me, that only makes makes my job easier. Because you know who I am and you're making fun of me. That's beautiful. I can make fun of myself. I can make fun of myself. Trust me, I can. And I can roast myself. So, whatever. I say that all to say, focus on yourselves. Really think about who you are mentally before you decide to go dash that on someone else's plate. Because, as you can see, I'm a picky eater, and I don't, when I tell you I don't have the time for baggage, but I keep my mouth sharp, but my tongue silent. That's what you guys need to learn. Keep your mouth sharp, but your tongue silent. Because with the amount of people that are testing my fate, with my faith, hey, all I have to say is, do you, boo-boo. Yeah. Just do you. But, I think that's going to be the end of this video. I'm probably going to leave half this aside. I'm feeling groggy. I'm going to let Ida slap me, and I'm going to go take a nap. Then I have to film another video. And then, yeah. Leave a comment down below telling me how much you like these videos. Leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to like. Just a thumbs up. Subscribe. Share. And follow me. Javani Richards on Snapchat, JVUNY_RCHARDS. And The Real Ty Richards on Instagram, and Javi Cool Kid Rich on Twitter. Even though I don't really use Twitter. I've just been posting a little more. Yes, I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, Lord, that camera's a little too far, you know. Whoosh!